Oh, alrighty. What's poppin', y'all? Fucking, you know what time it is? Third episode, UFC time. Let's talk about it. Alright, I'm not gonna fucking lie. Lost a lot of money on this fucking card, so let's get this shit over with. Not gonna like remembering this shit. Alright, fucking, let's get right into it. Two no names, Anthony Hernandez, Roman Kopylov, fucking second round submission, cool shit. I didn't really watch it, who cares? I was bartender, couldn't get out of work. Fuck you, I'm a working man. All right, big fight though next. The real fight starting off, Marab and Cejudo. Fucking, all right, I won't do that. I won't go fucking full run off. For a whole total of this card, pretty solid card, stacked. 4 out of 5 fights, big name fights. I will say that I thought a lot of the early fights didn't perform as much as I thought was going to be overhyped, and I'll explain why as we get into it. Get into it right now. So, Marab versus Cejudo, big name fight. I was very excited for this one. Fucking, sorry, I'm fucking sipping this fucking coffee right now. This fucking gas. All right. So, we already know how nasty Marab is. Cejudo, this was a big test to see if, like, if he could come back from the ring rust. I wouldn't say if he had ring rust or not, because we already got that proven from the last fight with Aljamain. And on top of that, with just how amazing Aljamain is, I won't diminish that, but we will admit that we did see ring rust from him there. This fight really showed off how much fucking ring rust this man had. Like, I hate to admit it, because, like, Cejudo's a fucking nasty, crazy legend in the sport. He's literally Triple C, Olympic wrestling champion, and then fucking double champion this sport, fucking flyweight and bantamweight, fucking retired on his own note. Beat Demetrius Johnson, which was like pound for pound fighter, one of like the best pound for pound fighter at the time. We can't take away his flowers. So I, along with a lot of people, a lot of MMA fans, were really excited when he was coming back, even, you know, him being the fucking annoying cringe king he is. Fucking. And we were wondering if it was going to be a fucking similar situation as all fighters when they come back, or if it was going to be a John Jones situation. But I think we are really proves that, you know, there's only one John Jones situation, or GSP if you want to argue that too. Fucking, but yeah, the ring rust clearly showed off in this fight. And on top of that, it really showed off that how not just how nasty Marab is, but it really shows off that at the fucking Longo Serra MMA gym in where is it, Long Island, they're really doing some shit over there. Like, no cap. Like, fucking, to, like, it might have started off a little bit even on the feet, but, like, bro, once that fight got into it, Marab out wrestled the fuck out of Henry. Like, what? Like, Henry. Like, dead ass. Like, Olympic wrestler Henry. Like, that's some crazy shit. And we already saw a lot of that in the last fight with Aljamain, but arguably in this fight, like, he out wrestled him even more. It was crazy. Like, Marab beat the fuck out of Henry, I'm not gonna lie. I was expecting more of that fight on Henry's part, but good for Marab, bro. Like, I'm a Marab fan. Like, bro, good for him, dude. Like, that was a good win for Marab. He beat the fuck out of Henry, and going forward, I will say that this is probably gonna be probably Henry's last fight. He might get one other with some big name. Who knows? Some fun name. But yeah, that really shows off. He's never getting the belt again. I hate to admit it. Well, I don't really hate to admit it. I don't really care that much. But, like, you know, I know Henry would hate to admit it. So, no disrespect to Henry. Fucking, so yeah, that was the first fight. The first real fight of the card. Good shit to Marab. And moving on as I sip my coffee. Oh, that's just elixir from fucking God. You know that? This is the elixir. The fruits, ambrosia, nectar. Nectar, that's the word. The nectar of the fucking gods. Oh, thank God. Alrighty. On to the next fight. Oh, fuck. Let's just run through this one real quick. Jeff Neal versus Ian Cuckboy Gary. Boring ass fight. We had this fight hyped up from us since fucking Boston. It was supposed to be there. But then we had Neil Magny, like I said, as the replacement fighter. They've been talking shit, I think, for a while. I honestly don't even know the build-up. Ian Gary pisses me off. Ian Machado fucking Gary, this motherfucker. Little cuckboy. But, yeah, it was just a boring-ass fucking fight. I didn't, like, I didn't even count the significant. I'm not even going to go look and check the actual significant strike count because fucking, I watched the whole fight and, like, I barely saw any. It's probably, like, 5 total, like, heavy hits combined. Like, it was just not a fun fight. A lot of dancing and running around. Yeah. It was a split decision at the end. Ian Gary got booed. I guess it's good that he's a heel now instead of being loved. I don't fucking know. Yeah. I do feel bad for the kid. No joke. Like, being all cucked up by, like, Mrs. Machado, whatever that situation is. Ugh. Whatever. But, yeah, that fight happened. All right, at least on to some good news. After those two letdowns of fights, fucking, we did get actually a banger. We did get a hard banger. Thank you so much to Bobby Knuckles and Paulo Costa. Fucking, bro, that was a good fucking fight. Let me take one more sip before we get into this one. Alrighty, yo. So fucking, no joke. This should have been fight of the night. I was like so surprised it didn't get it. I guess fucking the prelim, like Mackenzie Dern versus Lemos fight, got fight of the night. I was in and out watching that because I was at work. It seemed like a good fight. It seemed like it was back and forth. I didn't watch it through, so I can't say anything for it. But like, come on, bro. Like this should have been fight of the night. What the fuck? I don't know if either of them got any bonuses at all, but they should have got some bread for this. Like, straight slugfest. Technical, too, though. Like, heavy leg kicks from both of them, especially Costa. Fucking crazy head movement defense from fucking Whitaker. Like, honestly, I thought fucking one of the legs were compromised by the first round on Whitaker, but nah, they just kept slugging at each other. Yeah, that was a good fucking, like, that was just a good fucking fight. Like, I think it was a unanimous decision. I don't even remember, but I'm pretty sure, yeah, it was a unanimous decision, Whitaker. I don't even remember what the round breakup was, but I had Whitaker winning. I will say I am a biased Whitaker fan, so I didn't even question it. But yeah, that was a good slugfest, good fight. Thank you to Bobby Knuckles and Paulo Costa. Appreciate y'all. Should have been fight of the night right there. All right, moving on to the last fucking fight. All right, I had enough of my parlays get fucked up on this stupid ass fucking UFC 298 card, but yeah, this was the real big one because this was the one that was. This was the fight that was supposed to save my money. Oh god, like what the? All right, I got it now because Topuria. All right, Let's just go in. Let's just. Oh, gotta calm down. Fucking okay. Volk obviously got knocked the fuck out in the second round. What a fucking surprise. Like, big shocker. Shows that this rising star, Ilya Topuria, is more than just a rising star. He is the rising champ now. Undefeated win streak of 15, I believe. Let me double check that. Yeah, 15 and 0. 15 0 and 0. Got if you want to count NCs. But yeah, like it started off obviously as a good fight. I will say Ilya was also landing heavy leg kicks. Honestly thought Volk might have already been compromised by the first round or second round because I saw him switching up a lot. I believe with the the lead left leg, and Ilya was working crazy angles. That's the thing I noticed. Like, it's the main thing I noticed. Like Ilya's angles on fucking Volk, like bro, it was like a fucking I don't even know, bro. Like a fucking like a fucking like a Sonic surfer skater. Like I don't even fucking know. It was just like just working the angle, shifting back, like just perfectly. Like oh, work. Caught Volk. I don't even remember the exact combo. I think it was like a left hook or something. We can revisit that. I'll put it up the fucking clip, but. My God, bro. Big Volk fan. I think we got a lot of Volk fans out here. Fucking Volk's been, I'm pretty sure, undefeated in his weight class for how many years? He's been a wicked dominant champion. Honestly, arguably, what before this, like the most dominant champion in the sport, besides John Jones and that whole thing, and most consistent and dominant champion in the sport we've had, and currently is. Besides before this, I actually thought the UFC should have put a lot more marketing behind Volk because of how fucking nasty of a champion is. But like, god damn, yo, like, what a surprise. All respect to Ilya for that. He deserved that win completely. He went there, he won that, he took that belt from Volk. And just damn, yo. That's all I gotta say. Damn. Lost a lot of money on this card, whatever. We'll get over it. Hey, at least I'm posting this video in the same week now. We got progress here. I'm gonna try to cut some clips so people can actually see it. Whatever. Fuck you guys. Go fuck yourselves. But yeah, that's the whole card. Solid card. I wish the first three fights could have been a little bit better. First one was a no name. Not better. I wish the first three fights we could have got a little bit more from, but it was still overall a good card. First fight was a bunch of no name guys. Fucking second fight, didn't realize Cejudo wouldn't perform to that. Not up par and clearly is washed. Jeff Neely and Gary was a snooze fest, but at least we got Bobby Knuckles, Paulo Costa, big fucking crazy banger of a fight, and the crazy fucking surprise of a new champion in Ilya Topuria, ousting the king, Alexander the Great. Alexander the Great himself. But yeah, that was UFC 298, y'all. Fucking what do we got? Do we got anything for the next coming weeks? I'm gonna try to start slowly getting into boxing too. Give me a few months for that. It's very confusing. I'm never gonna do power slap. BKFC fucking yeah, I don't know. To be determined, but yeah. And I'll try to get more MMA shit with like 1FC and shit like that. Fucking especially for boxing, anything with Francis and Ngannou, I'm gonna try to follow. Like if I started this podcast earlier, I would have covered the Ngannou fight like thoroughly. I like have a whole scorecard for that fight. Ngannou clearly won that shit. MMA is definitely my main love here, but I definitely want to extend just a little bit of shout outs to other combat sports too, because you know that's what mixed martial arts is at the end of the day. You know what I mean? It's like it really is an art of all these multitude of fucking art forms. It's not just one set art. We have created one set art because we have gotten so good at combining all of these arts, but at the end of the day it's still a combination of all these arts. That's why it's mixed martial arts at the end of the day. So you know, this will never become a boxing channel or anything like that, but I'll definitely, or a BJJ channel, but I definitely like to showcase, you know, other combat sports news in this show, because it's definitely would be good for the culture, good for the community, you know. Oh shit! Next fight night's actually kind of interesting. You got Brandon Moreno versus Brandon Royval at flyweight as your main event. Featherweight is Yair Rodriguez versus Brian Ortega. Like, it's not for a belt or anything, but that's like a good fight. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, you don't even know where that's not necessarily even like going for any direction of a fight necessarily. Like, but it's still like, I don't know, third tier, fourth tier under a belt. But like, that's still like two vets, you know what I mean? Two hardcore vets, you know, crazy kickboxer Yair and fucking crazy BJJ fighter Ortega. Like that would be a good fight. Some random motherfucker. Oh, and then you got the 18-year-old Raul Rosas Jr. That could be interesting. I think he's 1-1 in the UFC right now. I could be wrong. And then a bunch of no names. So that's at least for next week. Maybe I might cover that. Who knows? Fuck it. Fight night after that, Rosenstrike versus Ghazi Vitor Pedro Perez. Nothing really good for the fight night after that. Just a bunch of no names. But for UFC 299, where we definitely will see each other. That's the Sean O'Malley card. Fucking Sugar Sean versus Cheeto. We'll see how that goes. That's actually interesting. I'm not gonna lie. We all know how that went with Cheeto beating him, and then I don't know if it's oh yeah, technically being a no contest. I don't even want to get into that right now. But fucking, then you got Dustin fighting Benoit St. Dennis. I'm sorry, I actually don't know who this is. I'll find out who this is. I'm sorry. Dustin Poirier is fighting as a co-main. I don't even know who the fuck this is. I apologize. The French mixed martial artist. He's 13 and is he 13-1? Yeah, he's 13-1. Yeah, I honestly don't know jack shit about this guy. But that's the UFC for you. You know what I mean? Great at marketing their own fucking fighters. You know what I'm saying? That's what we're here to do, I guess. You know what I'm saying? I guess. And fucking mid-tier fucking Nina drama, I guess, right? Yeah. But yeah, you got that as co-main. Kevin Holland versus Michael Page. That could be fun. Oh, Gilbert's fighting against another random guy though. Who's Jack Della Maddalena? 16-2. I'm sorry. I should probably know who these people are, or they might just be no names. We'll figure this out in a couple weeks. And then Piotr Yang versus Song. I'm sorry, he's actually a good fighter. I just Song Yadong, dude. Song Yadong. But yeah, Piotr Yang's fighting. 299 is a pretty good card. And then we got 300 probably gonna get announced relatively soon. Like, yeah, that's oh no, they already did they already announce it? I'm already seeing a bunch of shit for UFC 300. We'll do this one at a time. But yeah, that's UFC 299. And fucking it was good talking to you for you two UFC 298, y'all. Fucking stay lit, stay fighting, y'all. Fucking Yuri out. Thanks for joining for Boston MMA. Peace.